Mark, it's great to be able to speak to you this morning via Skype, live from Nepal. Maybe you could just start by telling us something about your background in mission and development.
Certainly. I grew up actually as a Mish kid in East Africa. I then came back to the UK at the age of 10, was based there until the end of school, and I spent a year in Pakistan after that, and that's where I first really was exposed to development work and holistic mission. And I then went on to work after my degree in a peacemaking role in northeast Uganda and did that for 3 years. I returned to do my master's in agricultural development and then went on to do a PhD in agricultural research with fieldwork in Ghana and Zimbabwe. And having written that up, I then, with my family, came out to Nepal. And we were initially involved in setting up community health and development work in a remote rural area of northwest Nepal, and then had a number of more senior program-related responsibilities with the International Nepal Fellowship. And then for the last 7 years, I've been working as the executive director of the United Mission to Nepal, which focuses on a holistic approach to mission. So that's been my journey so far, and been quite varied, and look forward to the next steps.
So, in your recent role as the executive director of UMN, there must have been many challenges and opportunities, including the earthquake. What do you consider has been the most significant of these?
Well, there certainly have been many challenges, and with those have come many opportunities. The earthquake was one, but I think probably the greatest challenge and the greatest opportunity has really been to lead and shape an organization that's committed to a faithful outworking of its Christian identity in all aspects of its life, including its development work. I came to All Nations actually in 2008 with the question, what makes or what should make Christian development work different? And having developed my thinking at All Nations on that theoretically, my role in UMN gave me an opportunity to try and work that out in practice, given the context in Nepal and the mandate we have as an organization. And that's been very, very exciting.
And given the many different contexts that our students will go to serve in, from poorer urban areas in the West to rural areas in the global South, how relevant and applicable do you think the skills and knowledge in the courses you will teach will be to these very different contexts?
I think they'll be very relevant and applicable because we'll be focusing on developing understanding of key concepts and principles, and then working out how those can and have been applied in different contexts around the world, whether that's the global north or the global south, whether that's rural or urban context. And we'll draw on students' own experience and the different work and places that they've come from, and also wider materials. Spend quite a lot of time looking at case studies and doing research and practical exercises. And that will really provide students with the knowledge and the skills they need to apply those concepts and those principles in the varied context that they find themselves in.
And Mark, you're going to teach at all levels in the college, from basic training up to the MA, which is accredited by the Open University. What can students coming to All Nations expect from the different levels of courses that you're running?
Well, the different levels, of course, will determine the exact content of the course material, and higher level courses will go into more depth. But in each of the courses, there'll be a combination of rigorous theory and grounded practice, and that will be underpinned by plenty of case studies from those very different contexts that we've talked about. And that's going to give the students both the knowledge and the skills they need to be effective holistic development practitioners. Perhaps the most important thing that students need to come to the college with, and what they'll gain, is a willingness to be changed themselves and to develop biblically based values and attitudes that are fundamental if we're going to be effective agents of transformation and change. Because it's only the extent that we're open to be changed ourselves that we can bring about change in the context that we're in.
Mark, it's been great chatting to you live from Nepal. I know you're in the final throes of getting ready to come back to the UK. Are there any final thoughts you'd like to leave us with?
Yes, well, we're very excited to be coming back to All Nations and to have the opportunity to teach there. I'd just like to say that if you're watching this video and you're thinking about what your next step might be, whether you're currently involved in some type of community-focused work and mission, or interested in getting involved in that in the future in the UK or at another in another country around the world, then do think and pray about joining us at All Nations. It is a fantastic place to get prepared for going out, but also to reflect on your experiences as you come back. So please do get in touch with myself or the college to find out more details about the courses we offer and to discuss what might be appropriate for you. And I look forward to seeing hopefully many of you here.